What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Twisted Life of TV. I am Poetry. You are here for another recap and review. This is House of the Dragon Season 2, Episode 6, Small Folk. Saturday is going to be the day, child. Saturday is going to be the day that these recaps and reviews are going to come out for House of the Dragon, because during the week, I am tired as bejeebus, and I can barely watch the episode because I fall asleep. It's not that it's boring, but it ain't as exciting to keep me awake during the week. So Saturday, the night before the next episode shows, that's when he's gonna post. We only got a couple left anyway, child. We only got a couple left. So we start this episode off. We got one of the Lannister brothers. He up here meeting up with another crew people, and they supposed to be marching on Harrenhal. Remember, that's what Aemon wanted them to do. But he saying he ain't doing none of that until Aemon show up with that doggone dragon, baby. Okay. And that ain't supposed to be the plan for now. The plan is they supposed to march on Harrenhal. But he said what he gonna do is take his 1,000 men that he brought with him and his lions and tigers and bears, oh my, and they gonna do as they wish while they there. You know, he made it clear that he got more men than already there with the people that's there. So he gonna do what he want to do. Okay, this is my first time actually seeing a lion with the Lannisters. Now, I know it's their sigil, but I don't recall ever seeing one in the Game of Thrones. If y'all remember seeing one, let me know what season that was so I can go back and watch it. But speaking of lions and tigers and bears, oh my, what movie did that come from? Okay, we're going to start it off with the emoji vote kind of early this season. Again, I didn't write down nobody's name, so just shout out to all my winners. I love y'all for real. We're going to give y'all a vintage TV. 13-inch, baby, with the bunny ears already attached. We know we only got a few channels with the letter U and everything on it, but a vintage TV set is what's coming out the vault. That's worth a lot of money, child. It's worth a lot of money. We gonna slip back into a little bit of nostalgia here and give y'all a TV set. If you could tell me with lions and tigers and bears, oh my, what did that come from? That should be an easy answer. Last week's trivia. I don't remember the first question. Why don't I remember the first question? What was last week's trivia? The second question had to do with hey auntie. Oh, now I remember. The first question of last week's trivia was, what movie was it that Angela Bassett lit a cigarette and set a car on fire? Boom. Waiting to exhale. Mostly everybody that answered knew that answer, right? But the second movie, surprisingly, only one person got that question right. The question was, where did the term hey auntie, where did that come from? Black Panther. What was y'all watching? Y'all didn't see Black Panther? I watched it 4 times. Y'all need to get with the program. Anywho, word got back to Aemon. He said they not moving until you show up with Vhagar. And he like, I know they fucking lying. I know they lying, right? He got the nerve to summon me like I'm his little Bia. No, he didn't, right? I'm in charge. Okay. Might as well get it out early. Name that movie. What movie did somebody say, I'm in charge? She started off like, I'm in charge. And he was like, say it again. I'm in charge. I am in charge. If y'all know that movie, drop it in the comment section also. You're going to also get a brand new vintage TV set from the emoji vote. We only got one prize this week because we trying to spread them out so we can make sure we have more for upcoming seasons of different type of shows and stuff like that. We don't want to try to repeat too soon. Okay, so we're going to give y'all another vintage TV set if you can guess what movie that was. Now let me tell you, y'all, I couldn't stand that movie. I walked off the theater. And if y'all watch my channel, you've been with me long enough, you may know what movie I walked out the theater on. But if you can name what that movie is, drop it in the comment section. You too gonna get a brand new vintage TV. And if you get both questions right, you get 2. One for your bedroom, one for your living room. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Guaranteed not to get a good signal. I'm just let y'all know the TV ain't gonna get no good signal. But anyway, back at with Aemon, his brother Tylan, the Lannister brother Tylan, he say, Daemon, there is a dragon afoot. There's a dragon at Harrenhal with Daemon. Okay, he like, look here, you better tell your brother who he dealing with. He better deliver the host to Harrenhal like we said, or Daemon's dragon gonna be the least of his worries. Now, we never got back to these people this entire episode. This situation was addressed again this entire episode. Just want to let y'all know that, okay? In the meantime, Daemon wants Tylan to go hook up with the Triarchy people because he's sure that they want to enact revenge on Corlys. Remember season 1, the Triarchies had the crab dude, right? And they was got their butt kicked by Corlys. Well, after their leader was taken down, I'm surprised that they want to step to him again, okay? But Aemon is sure that an alliance can be made. Now, again, we didn't see nothing else about this at all. We never saw any more of the Lannisters the rest of this doggone episode. Alicent tells him, look here, the Triarchy people cannot be trusted. Your daddy was smart enough to know this, right? But in other news, Theon Greyjoy's people, word got sent to them and they have not responded yet, okay? I just realized too that Jace had made promises to the Freys last episode. The Freys. I hope this is not a promise that he's not going to be able to keep, because this might be where the pattern of the Freys accepting empty promises comes into play, which led up to the fucking Red Wedding. You know what I'm saying? In the meantime, it is suggested that Alicent be wed as allyship to possibly the Greyjoys or whoever else they need to do it to. And she like, the hell I will. The hell I will. Cole is like, listen to your mama. He still got feelings for her too. He still got fifis for her. Aemon say, oh, I see where this going. You yourself should head on over to Harrenhal and take on Daemon. And Cole is like, wait a minute, we don't get the numbers to do that. We just lost 900 men yesterday, right? And Daemon probably got Harrenhal on lock by now. Aemon is like, no, you need to go ahead and do what I told you to do. The longer you sit here, the more chance it will be that he will outnumber us and he will have Harrenhal locked down. So he gonna send the Lannisters one way, he gonna send Cole the other way, making Daemon have to fight from two different directions. Daemon is not prepared to fight at all. He ain't got a single army. He ain't got a single person other than the damn Owl Witch on his team right now. But Larys, he seems to be voting against Alicent these days, right? And he agrees with Aemon. I mean, I myself think it's best too for them to split forces, and that way they come in different angles. But I ain't on their team, so I'm not gonna suggest any of this stuff to them. After everybody is excused, Aemon decides to go ahead and check Alicent. You know what I'm saying? Finally, somebody check her ass. But, at the same time, why'd it have to be Aemon? Why couldn't it be Aegon check his mama? Anywho, he like, look here, let me remind you why you here, okay? She go on about, I sat in for Viserys, he's my husband, and his little dying days and everything. And I've been in here counseling Aegon. And he like, do I look like either one of them? I mean, I kind of do, because it's my daddy and my brother. But still, bleach blonde withstanding, I don't need you, nor want you for that matter. You dismissed, silly rabbit. Okay, tricks are for kids. Yo bad. And she looking like, no, this motherfucker did not just kick me out. Yes, and you have the crown's gratitude, my queen. Peace out to you, right? So over at Dragonstone, Rhaenyra has come to the realization that ain't nobody outside of that room got her back, okay? She need dragon riders. So she called on Ser Stefan. Apparently, since Ser Stefan has blood of the Targaryens running through his veins, and he like, you ain't got no other family left? Me? You want me to do it? She's like, we sure do. We starting with you. He like, for real, girl? You put that much faith in me? Okay, cool. Bet that. I'm going to give you my word and also my life if need be. Let me ride. Go ahead, let me ride. So, child, let me tell y'all, I am so over this story arc with Daemon at Harrenhal and his mind fuck. I'm really over it, right? He stopped being a main character to me when the kids grew up. So I'm kind of sick of seeing Daemon. I'm sick of seeing him at this fucking house. He been at this goddamn Harrenhal for 5 fucking episodes now. Like, do some shit. Do something. And even if you do it for your damn self, do something. Okay? Oh, yeah. Shout out to everybody who reminded me that Damon and Rhaenys were not siblings. They were cousins. I appreciate y'all fully. Thank you very much. Okay, but again, I'm sick of this storyline with Damon. Now he's seeing Viserys confronting him. And Viserys is like, you selfish as a motherfucker, okay? The only people that got your back is whores and lick spittles. You know, I had to look up a lick spittle. I ain't never heard that word in my life. And they used it a couple times in this doggone episode. The word lick spittle is a noun that means a person who is contemptible, okay? They're fawning, servile, and they try to please people to gain authority. They try to please people in authority to gain an advantage. Who it sound like, y'all? JD Vance. That's who it sound like to me too. That's who it sound like to me too. Matter of fact, it sound like all the Republican nominees except for Mike Pence and Doug Christie. I mean, they had their day, but no, in the end, you know, they not lick spittles right now. Anywho, he tell Damon, after all I fucking done for you, they had your back, done covered for you, done defended you. This is how you treat me? You turned down my fucking house, right? You supposed to be on my side. He said, you know what? Fine. I'm gonna make somebody else the heir. Okay? A girl, matter of fact. So, going back to your ugly ass wife, which we found out wasn't even ugly. Okay. He just put the room in excuses. He jumped out of the room, right? He bust out of the room and runs right into Simon and start accusing Simon of why he losing his damn mind. Like, y'all putting something in my food, y'all putting something in my drink, you know what I'm saying? I'm curious though, why is it only affecting him? Why is nobody else having this mind fuck going on? Maybe it is the Owl Witch that's doing it, right? So he finally get out the crib and he about to leave. He like, fuck her and home, I'm about to bounce. Okay, and he run into the Owl Witch. And he ended up asking her for help. You know, he confides in her all the doggone time too. And she tell him, you know what, just chill out for 3 days. Everything gonna be everything. Things about to pop off around her, right? So we go back to Dragonstone and Stefan is about to press his luck and try to go dance with the dragon, right? He first tries with Sea Smoke. Sea Smoke is like, who this fool? Who this fool? He cannot be trying to ride me, a little scary ass, you know. And that was the one thing that the Dragon Keeper said. Don't show no fucking fear. It's like being around a damn dog. Don't show no fear. They're going to attack your ass, right? This is why I won't get on a horse, because horses sense fear. And no, I don't want them motherfuckers tossing me. And he's scared as shit, right? Now, he was able to get him to lower so he could ride. And I'm thinking, how the heck is he going to train this damn dragon? And he can't speak Valyrian. Because that's what they speaking to these damn dragons, right? Now, the Dragon Keeper just told him, like I said, don't show no fucking fear. Why was he creeping up like a scared little mouse passing a pussycat? Why was he doing that, right? I mean, I would have been the same way. I would have been the same way too, but that's beside the point. But he did get real close, right? And he was like, shit, I did that. It's working. Sea Smoke said, welcome to the cookout, my boy. And spit fire on that ass, right? Lit his ass up. Even took out one of the Dragon Keepers for real. The Dragon Keeper was like, fuck this. I'd rather kill myself than die in fire. So he slit his own damn neck. But I was like, these motherfuckers don't know nothing about stop, drop, and roll at this particular time. I know he in that armor. That armor would have melted up against his skin like they said before. But stop, drop, and roll, motherfucker. Stop, drop, and roll, or something like that, right? Well, anywho, over at Driftwood, Corlys, no, he ready to sail. His ship is ready to sail. I was like, how is he about to go out? And he just got named the Hand. The reason why she named you the Hand is because she needed somebody to beat her, to guide her. But you finna go back out to sea and fight again, right? So Corlys decided that Aelin should be his first mate, right? And Aelin don't want to go. He's like, nah, can't you find somebody else to do this? You know, is this an order? This a command? What you gonna do? And I was like, I wonder, do he know that that's his daddy? We learned out later on in the episode. They did know that Corlys is their daddy, right? And he's like, Corlys is like, this definitely a demand. I see you tomorrow, you know, 8 a.m. prompt, right? So down in the gutter where the small folk live, tales of the great feast is happening in the castle, and they being told while they out here starving and drinking soup made with fish bones that they up in the castle eating lamb and veal chops and eating beef with onions and gravy and stuff, some mashed potatoes with garlic and cheese. They eating good up in there, right? So the small folk people getting mad as hell, like how the fuck they up there eating good and we down here, you know, sucking on fish bones and shit. So they just have some little scuttlebutt in a little food place right here, and you know, they said, no, King Viserys would never do us this way. I mean, he'd be up there feasting and drinking his wine and everything, but he'd make sure we straight down here, right? And I'm like, oh, a rebellion is about to pop off. A rebellion is about to pop off. Maybe that's what the Isle Witch was talking about. Okay. So, over at Dragonstone, Rhaenyra is getting an earful from Bartimaeus, right? He like, not only did we lose a good night, he talking about Sir Stefan. He say Sea Smoke had the nerve to bounce again. He up and gone again. And no, he tell her, you should have fucking listened to everybody. When we was talking about going to march on Rook's Nest, and this was going to be a stupid idea to try to get a rider, you know, you should have fucking listened. And Rhaenyra turned around and baby powder backslapped his ass. Well, she did it for the front, but still, it felt like a baby powder backslap. And basically it was saying, look like you have lost your damn mind. I forgot to make sure that you fear my ass. My bad that I did this. But we can start right now. He shut the hell up. He sure did. He shut the hell up. So Rhaenyra in her chambers, and the wasted worm is already there. That's the white worm. I just don't like her, so she the wasted worm to me. Anywho, why is she always in her fucking chambers? Oh, are they fucking? And we don't know yet. Is that what was going on? I mean, it would make sense why she value her opinion so much. Okay, we already knew Rhaenyra liked girls. We already knew this, or at least they implied it back in season 1 when Alicent was younger and they were supposed to know. It seemed like they shared a moment. Okay. Anyway, it was apparently the wasted worm's idea to spread the word about the food, right? And I think that's what Orlinda was doing while she was there. But where the fuck is she? Did she get back out? What happened to her? Okay. So the castle, they got the nerve to parade a herd of lambs through town when the small folk out here with no food. Now they taking these damn lambs to the dragons so they can eat, right? So the natives are getting restless and aiming like, so it ain't my damn fault. Rhaenyra is the one blocking the passes, right? So Larry's like, but they your people, dog. I mean, come on. And he's like, you know, I could help if I was the hand. You know, Cole served your brother, but I'm quite sure you need your own. I'm free on the weekends and every day to end and why, you know. Aemon said, boy, you must take me for a fool. I have no patience for bootlickers, but I do need a hand. You right about that, right? So he's like, I'll make it your duty. Now, he say, well, I never thought you would ask. He said, I'm not asking. Your duty is to go get my fucking granddaddy. Go get Otto Hightower. And Larys foiled again. This is why you need to be loyal to somebody. Because every time you jump ship, you get fucked. How your lips feel? How your lips feel with all that ass kissing you've been doing with no reward? They ain't even giving you no chapstick to put up. They ain't even give you no Survive Beauty Honey Butter Lip Gloss. Y'all better get you some. They ain't give you none of that, right? He let him know. I at least trust my granddaddy. I don't trust you. Not so much. Okay. But guess who woke up, y'all? My baby Aegon woke up. He fucked up. He is fucked up. And I mean, it was supposed to be just for a little bit, but the Grand Wizard say, you know, he got a lot of hope now, right? So Aemon is like, oh the joy. So he stops by, and sure enough, Aegon is awake, and he is terrified when he sees his brother walk in. He is in a world of pain, and Aemon didn't make it no better. He start pressing down into his doggone wounds. You know that little ball, is it quartz? No, it's not quartz. It looked like a little granite ball that they passed between the kings, right? Okay. So yeah, that's what he pressed down into his motherfucking wounds. I'm quite sure that thing was heavy as hell. It's like a paperweight type of situation going on, right? Aemon is a horrid human being. And what's crazy is I still hate Joffrey from the original Game of Thrones more. That's crazy though, right? But Aegon tell him he don't remember a thing. I'm like, yeah, you remember, dog, because you was terrified as fuck when he walked in. Aemon said to the Grand Wizard in so many words, keep him doped up, right? He better not be back. I got an itch on my back. He better not be back no time soon. That's what he tell him. If you know what I mean, if it's good for you, if you know what I mean, right? So we go out to the Eyrie. I'm surprised every time we go out to the Eyrie. Rhaena is walking young Joffrey, and it's not the same Joffrey, but he walking young Joffrey around, and she notices that the lambs are scorched, honey, scorched. Ain't nobody but a dragon did that, right? And I'm like, well, I like my shit well done. Lamb ain't supposed to be cooked well done, but I like my stuff well done. But these lambs were overcooked, baby. They was overcooked. She go back inside, and now I see why the cousin is mad. The dragons that Rhaenyra gave to her, they not young. They fresh out the goddamn egg, child. What's she supposed to do with them? The toddler kids are twice the dragon size. Anywho, the cousin already knew that there was a big ass dragon flying around. I don't know what dragon that is. Maybe it's sea smoke. I don't know. But this is why she needed full grown dragons to fight that one if need be. And whatever plan Rhaenyra and the Wasted Worm have going on, it's in full effect. She come in and let her know that the gift has been delivered. And Jace is like, what the hell y'all talking about? But she didn't get no answers. He didn't get no answers, right? Rhaenyra sitting up there whining about not being able to lead by example and at the same time preventing Jace to be involved. She doing the same thing as Viserys did for her. He named her heir and taught her absolutely nothing about ruling. Absolutely nothing about fighting, and she is doing the same to Jace, probably because she don't fucking know what to do her damn self, right? But he had already told her they still don't have a match for the Green Army. I don't care how many people we get on our side, right? They need Daemon and they need his fucking dragon, but she won't hear nothing of it, right? Instead, she gonna listen to the Wasted Worm. Now, I must admit what she did was kind of smart, right? Rhaenyra sent over a bowl of food for the small folk with her sigil on it so they can know it came from her. Now, I was like, how did boat get through so easy? How did boat get there so easy? Now, she said something like she wished for rain or something like that. It was an unmanned boat, but like I said, it had the sigils on it. The sigil was huge, but there was more than just that one. There was plenty boats coming under cloud cover. It was some heavy fog that day, baby. Easily masked until it reached the shore. The folk gonna be like, my queen. Okay, now the Grand Wizard got Aegon on some extra strength ambient, some overdosed melatonin, something, so he could only wake up briefly. Alicent is like, has my daddy checked in yet? She wondered why he ain't checked in on his grandson, right? I sent him 2 letters. What's going on? And the Grand Meister's like, no, not yet, But I guess she don't know that Larys went to go fetch him. I mean, he'll come for you, but not for Aegon. Okay. She actually told Aegon that she was sorry by his bedside. I mean, we can't know for sure if he heard her, but they do say with people in comas and stuff like that, they can hear what's going on. And she said she was sorry, and it looked like she meant it, but I still don't feel sorry for her, though. I really don't. When she went to the balcony, I thought maybe she was going to jump for a second, but she didn't do it. Instead, she went out looking for Cole. And I was like, I guess this is what she's about to learn about this food. G. Wayne noticed her gazing upon Cole. Sometimes he acts as if he's jealous, though, which is, these dynamics of these families here is just weird. And she asked me, has he heard from Otto? And he like, what? Me? He don't talk to me, right? He ain't heard from him either. It's not surprising to him. Alicent was his favorite. And apparently Otto abandoned him when he was just 8 years old. Their mama was dead already. And he left him. Okay? So, basically that's the same thing Alicent did to her son. She shipped Darian off to ward, to be a ward of somebody else too. Why she didn't ship all the kids off, just the youngest one? Strange. But she don't know nothing about the boy. G. Wayne had to tell her how her son is, right? She probably don't even know what the fuck he looked like. Anyway, The small folk dumbasses, they bum rushing the shore for the food. I'm like, y'all can't keep nothing hush hush, right? Damon gonna find out, and I wouldn't be surprised if he can go burn up all the ships and shit. Thing is though, the word is out there Rhaenyra sent the food. Okay, so if he does burn it, right, definitely he gonna lose the people. All the king's horses and all the king's men, they rushed in to go address the chaos, right? But not before Hugh, the scorpion maker, he beat up somebody and take their stuff, right? Well, Alicent suggested Helena go pray, and so they get over at the chapel, and the guards rushed in, was like, we gotta move, okay? Baby, they were rioting outside, okay? Somebody even smacked her upside the head with some fish, like, right in the middle of her fucking head, right? They out here starving, and they got fish to throw. That's how mad they are at your ass, right? Helena kind of fell behind, Alicent fell down, causing somebody to grab her arm. The guard chopped his arm clean off. You know what I'm saying? At first, the people was shocked, like, and then they got mad and started to rush in. And Alicent gonna tell the guards to put their goddamn swords away. They got a fucking mob coming at them. I will be swinging like I was cutting trees. Fuck was she talking about? I was taking off heads, right? The guards was getting their ass kicked. I mean, to the death. They was getting their ass kicked to the death. But inside the keep, they still doping my boy up, and he protesting like, no more. I don't want no more of that shit, right? It's cocaine. I mean, it's codeine. It's opium. Basically heroin. That's what they give my boy. Anyway, Larys was by his side and agreed, like, yeah, not for now, right? Luckily for Aegon, but Larys is only there for himself. He has purpose, okay? He's a lick spittle. He need him to get better so he can have purpose again. He tell him, baby, look here. You alive, but you ain't living, at least not like you was before. You are forever physically damaged, and the only thing you got left is your mind. I ain't saying that with glee, okay? Let Aemon have his way. He wouldn't have his mind either. That's why he keeping him doped up. But he let him know your weakness just may be your advantage. And at first, Aegon is protesting like, no, I don't want nothing to do with that shit, right? I ain't got nothing to do with that. He's like, people gonna underestimate you, kid. And he's speaking from experience. He said, your life in danger, boy. And I think you know by who? Your own brother. Okay? So, Larys is going to help him get his get back. And all I want is for Aegon to tear Aemon to shreds. Okay? That's all I want. That's all I want. Well, back at her home, Daemon is still trapped in his memories with Viserys as Viserys is weeping his first wife's death. And, he like apologizing him for not being there for him. I'm here for you now. He dead. She dead. You ain't there for them, boy. Anyway, he learns Lord Grover finally kicked the bucket. The one that's over the Tullys and everything. So now little teenage Tully is in charge. And I guess Daemon can go bully him into helping him. I mean, the Owl Witch worked her magic and got Grover out of here for that purpose. So, Well, over in Driftmark, Milli Vanilli spots Sea Smoke. He's swooping down like a seagull stealing your food. Have you ever been on the beach in Cali and you eating something, baby, them seagulls will swoop down and take your shit with the quickness. And that's exactly what Sea Smoke was looking like. I'm going to take what's mine. Okay, for some reason, he got his eyes on Milli Vanilli. Now, I already know what's going to happen or why it's going to happen, right? So I got questions as to how. How does this happen? I'll come back to that. Because Adam is Corlys' son and Corlys is Valyrian but not Targaryen. You understand what I'm saying? Anyway, let me proceed. Now, Milli Vanilli, who is Adam, by the way, he's moving. He's moving like a track star, baby, through those doggone woods. But he fall down, go boom. Like they normally do on TV shows and movies, right? He looked up and saw a bird in the sky, maybe thinking that he had lost Sea Smoke. But nope. Sea Smoke came down like the walls of Jericho on that ass, right? These dragons have no landing skills. Not none, right? Anyway, he walked up to Milli Vanilli, but it was clear, very clear, that he did not intend to harm him. Because he didn't flex at all. There was not even smoke coming out of his fucking head. Okay, so anyway, Rhaenyra in her quarters with the white wasted worm again. And she confesses her doubt to winning the war. And the worm has become her personal ego booster and tells her, girl, you all right. You just tired. You know what I'm saying? She's like, my own son doubts me. He thinks I need Damon, who I think is turned against me. Where I was, I don't know where I was putting right there. Hold on. Oh, I was saying, Jace don't have doubt. Jace does not doubt you. He just wish you didn't doubt him. Now, on the other hand, Damon has turned against you, but let's be honest, Damon was never really for you in the first place. Okay, but the worst wasted worm is like, I'm with you though. I'm here for you though. My daddy molested me, got me pregnant, then tried to kill me, but I lived. So from that experience, I don't trust nobody, but I learned to trust you. Okay, you my queen, girl. Okay, so Rhaenyra rushes up to her to give her a hug and appreciation, and she held her for a moment too long. And boom, what I say? They locking lips. Which is weird to me, right? I just told you I was violated by my daddy, but somehow we aroused. That's some weird ass shit. That's some weird ass trauma bonding, right? These people are truly fucking demented. But they playtime gets interrupted by an announcement. Sea Smoke has a rider. She heads out to find who the rider is, because she suspected it's the Greens. I mean, she marched quickly, grabbed the sword and everything, got on that doggone dragon and everything, right? We all know it's Milli Vanilli. Okay, but again, it takes me back to my question. How is he riding Sea Smoke? He is not a Targaryen. He's Valyrian by blood. And Valyrians are not dragon lords. Not all of them. Only the Targaryens, who are also Valyrians, are dragon lords. Okay, unless his mama had Targaryen in her bloodline. Now, y'all tell me what you guys think it is. Why Milli Vanilli is able to ride Sea Smoke. Or do y'all even believe that it's Milli Vanilli? I'm just assuming, everybody assuming what I'm assuming, right? Okay. And then what you think gonna happen when Rhaenyra confronts them? What you think gonna happen? Well, that's the end of this recap and review. I want to thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for being patient. And again, the two questions that we have on the table is, what movie did I'm in charge come from? I'm in charge. I am in charge. Y'all let me know what movie that came from. And the first question was Lions and Tigers and Bears. Oh my. What did that come from? Is it technically a movie? It is a movie. It's also a play. Lions and Tigers and Bears. Oh my. Okay. Y'all let me know where they come from, and then y'all get a nice brand new vintage TV set out the emoji vault, and that may or may not have reception. All right. Y'all have a good one. Peace.